Hi, Dan Pollock for MarketLikeMagic.com. I want to share with you how I keep my notes when watching a webinar. I was watching a webinar last night by my friend, coach, and mentor, Adam Chandler, and as I was using this method, I thought I should really share this with people. So I'm pretty sure this is original. If it's not, please let me know of someone else who's released this information before. I would want to give them credit. And this is what I do. When I'm watching a webinar, I'm going to have my Word page, my Word program running, and I'm going to have a page open and I'm going to put the title of the webinar on the top of the page. And for our purposes here, let's just say the name of the webinar is How to Come Up with Ideas for Videos. So I have that up, and also what I will do is I have on my computer, I've downloaded the program Audacity, and it's a way to record audio on your computer. It's a free download. Just Google Audacity, you'll find it. And this is how I keep my notes. So let's just imagine that this is the webinar page. Here's where the instructor is going to be sharing his information. Typically they use PowerPoint presentations, and let's just assume that the instructor is now going along and he's got his first page up, and then he puts his next page up. How do I come up with ideas for videos? And he's talking about it, and let's say he comes up with some important information. So what you want to do is go ahead and make a note of what he just said, the important information. And then just leave the cursor at the end of the sentence. You can see it sitting right here. Now, go back to the presentation, and what he'll do is he'll go to another slide, and then he'll come to and inevitably in every webinar the instructor will come to a page and he'll say, now what I want you to do is go ahead and write down this information. And it happened last night. Adam was saying, go ahead and write this information down. Well, instead of writing the information down, here's my trick, and I'm sharing it with you. The thing that happens is when you're writing all this information down, the instructor will keep talking, and sometimes they'll share some gems, some really great information while you're trying to write this down. And because your attention is divided, you're going to miss what he's saying, and you won't be able to write it down because you're writing this down. So here's my trick. On your keyboard, find your print screen button and press it. What you've just done is you've copied this screen. Now go to your Word document and press Control V. V is in Victor. So when you press Control V, what it does is it takes that off the clipboard and puts it on your Word document. Look at that. There it is. You didn't have to write any of that down. It's right there in your Word document. As easy it is to push 3 buttons, there's the information. Now, let's say he goes along and he starts talking about the how-to content, and he says, you really need to understand this. And so what you do is you write notes off of what he's saying underneath where you've just put the print screen. And then you go along and inevitably you'll come to another screen. You want to press print screen again, and then all you have to do is press Control V, and that screen will then be printed onto your Word document. Now, you save the Word document. You save the Audacity file. You put both of those files into your How to Come Up with Ideas for Videos folder, and now you've got that information sitting there for you. In your notes, what you can do is, let's say 15 minutes into the presentation, he shares a gem. Now what you've done is in your notes, you've written that down. You can go to the audio recording, go to 15 minutes, and hear specifically what he said there. Instead of writing out all the information, you can just annotate where that information is. And like I just right there, I just put in the word gem. So when you go back there, you're going to get that gem. You're going to be able to hear it. So I wanted to share this with you. This is my way of keeping notes when I'm watching a webinar. It makes it so simple, so easy, and when you go back to look at your notes and find the information, like I said, it just makes it so easy. And I hope you use this and you get as much out of it as I did. If you want, go ahead and click the link below, leadslikemagic.com. We have more great information for you, free information that's going to help you build cash flow and streams of income. This is Dan Pollock for Market Like Magic, sharing with you what you need to live a magical life. So go ahead and click the link below and let's keep going.